The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
Well, here we are on a Thursday morning, the 27th day of June. Butch Hubbard here with you along with Bob Morgan. World famous Butch and Bob Show on WIFO FM in Jesup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by the Women's Health Center in downtown Jesup, and also Murphy Builder Supply in downtown Jesup. And good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
You drink you a lot of water and sports drinks yesterday out there in them games?
I'm trying to stay hydrated. I don't know how they do it. It's hot.
It's hot. Well, we got a big event coming up this weekend in Scriven, Georgia, and introduce our guest this morning.
And we got two members of the city of Scriven with us. We got the mayor and we got the chief of police, Mr. Mike Hargrove, who's a member of the Second Chance Band, also helps with the fireworks over there in Scriven. So, Mayor, big event, all getting underway tomorrow with the gospel sing. So, who wants to go first? You or Mike Hargrove?
I will, and I'll let Mike talk about the band when I get to the band. Yeah, we're going to kick off tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Vendors setting up. Almost all the vendors, except for I think two, are going to go ahead and be set up. Then Heartfelt Quartet will put on a gospel sing at 7 o'clock.
Tell us a little bit about Heartfelt Quartet. Where are they from? How many members?
They're from the Vidalia Lines area. They're four. That's be a quartet, four.
That's right, isn't it, Jason?
That's right.
Quartet is four.
That's
how I've been taught all the years, and I guess in Scriven you've been taught the same thing?
That's right.
Okay.
I should have known.
That's right. You should have known that, Bino.
I'm not good at math.
Well, I'm good at money, so quarter, takes four of them to make $1.
Yes, sirree.
They have a family tie. They have a family tie to Scriven. Mr. Lieber and Lightsey and some of their family. Don Paradise is one of the guys that kind of heads that quartet up, and
So where's the stage going to be set up at? Where's the main?
If you were there last year, it'll be in the same location it was. But if you weren't, it's behind Autumn Hall Credit Union, in an angle, and the crossroads is our dance floor, and for the quartet where you'll want to bring a lawn chair to see it, there'll be plenty of room. We'll have some bleachers there as well. But this band was just recently, a week and a half ago, nominated for Gospel Group of the Year. So that's a big ordeal for us to be able to get them and them get this recognition right before they come.
I know people in this area love gospel music, so I'm sure there'll be a good crowd on here tomorrow night.
Yeah.
How long do you think they'll play? Maybe an hour and a half?
Hour and a half. Yep, hour and a half.
About a 90-minute show.
That's right.
Bring your lawn chairs.
Bring your lawn chairs. There'll be vendors there if you need to get something to drink, and something to eat, and just enjoy the kickoff. This is the first time we've done this 2-day, and we're gonna see how it goes. If it's just me and Mike standing out there, we might not do it next year. But if it ain't,
I believe there'll be a big crowd. Like I said, people in this area love gospel music, so like I said, it's a popular band. So I'm sure it'll be a big crowd, and then Saturday, a full slate of activities leading all the way up to the fireworks show Saturday night.
Yeah, full slate. Assistant Chief Donald Sloan over there has his car club, and he's doing his car show starting at 10 o'clock. And he'll do the burnout competition, which was a big crowd draw last year when they started seeing that smoke rolling, and everybody gets excited about that. You can actually, we don't even put a plate down. We burn it out on the street in Scriven, and 364 days a year, our officers will write you a ticket for that. But this day, it'll be all right.
But only the ones that are competing in the competition.
That's right.
Not on the side streets or anywhere else in Scriven.
That's right.
Mike will be on them, won't you, Mike?
That'll be the fact.
And you can tell we've had a good time with this. Adrian Hunter, we kind of threw her in the fire and said, "You handle this," and she's pretty well handled it, and she's asked more questions than a Philadelphia tax attorney. She is on the ball. But that car show will end about 3 o'clock, and Gina's Gyms will perform from 3 to 5. They really want the vendors and festival be going, but we won't have anything. There'll be music playing, but we won't have anything going on the stage.
And that's on Saturday.
That's right. Then Congressman Carter is going to be there. We haven't got a time yet. When he does, he's going to speak from the state, and just to the people. So I don't have a time to tell everybody what time he'll be there. And At 5, Gina's Gems will perform, and that'll take 30 minutes or so, probably, tops. And then at 6, Corky's Karate will perform, and that's always a big draw, big crowd. Those guys and gals are very, very, very talented, and
Put on a great show.
that's right. Put on a great show. And
then
then
get out there with them, Mayor.
what you want me to do? Video?
Yeah. Well, no, just
Sure.
get out there and try to imitate some of their moves out there. Corky could teach you a few things out there, and you could look like Elvis up on the stage in the mid-'70s.
No, I believe I'll just hang out. watch
Okay,
it.
just give me an opportunity to entertain the public there in Scriven.
I do that enough, but
The entertaining mayor,
Yeah.
Jason Weaver.
I mean, I've been all over the state of Georgia in the bath. I'm just, then Miss Georgia Teen International will be there at 6:45, and we'll do a little intro with her, bring her up on stage. It's Chandler Sapp from over in Baxley. Some people here not probably knows her family. She actually is kin to me. It's what Mr. Wally Sapp used to have Ford Place over there. It's his daughter, and she'll be there. She competes in some other state in July, West Virginia or somewhere for the Miss USA Teen International. So that was a good thing to for us to be able to get her some notoriety and support heading that way. Okay. But then at 7 o'clock, Second Chance Band, and I hadn't really seen Mike because I've been all over with the ball teams, and Mike's been trying to get the city right. And I mean, him and his guys, when you come through Scriven looks a little different than it ever has. It looks really good over there. Those guys have worked hard, and they need all the credit in the world for the way the streets look and coming in, and the signage coming in, and it looks good. I don't know how I told my wife, I said, I don't know what Mike and them's going to do, because I just sang double shot with swinging medallions. I don't know how Second Chance can ever do that. I mean, that was a bucket list check.
There you go.
Now, where was that at?
GMA conference this past weekend.
GMA stands for
Georgia Municipal Association.
Okay, and swinging medallions.
They had swinging medallions as
and
the
you got
closing
up on the
event.
stage and sang with them.
Funny thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
I know you want to know.
I'm sure it was.
How they picked the mayor of Scriven to go?
Well, here's what happened, Bob.
Yes, sir.
They was on a break, and there's one thing I've learned very, very quickly in this last year was when Governor Deal was speaking, and then Governor Kemp, and all these speakers, they don't hang around until the event, till the luncheon or whatever's over. When they finish speaking, they ease on out the door. So when they're starting to wrap up, if you'll get up and go to the bathroom, you'll catch them every time outside, and you can talk, you get all these pictures. People want to know how I get a picture with all these people? Because I'm smart. I know where they go.
You hang around the bathrooms.
No, I go outside the door. But this particular situation, I was in the bathroom, and the band took a break, and one of them the keyboard player, come in the bathroom, and I said, man, I just want to know what it cost me to get up there on that stage and sing. He said, hey, it won't cost you nothing. He said, I'll bring you up there at the end of the show.
Did he have you try out? Did you have to sing a few notes there in the bathroom?
No. I ain't try out.
All right, go ahead.
The end of the show, they called to come up on the stage, sang double shot again.
You sang double shot.
I did the best I could.
I'm sure there's a cell phone video out there.
Oh, there's a video. There's a video. Our clerk's got a video, and I've asked her 1,400 times to send it to me. She won't. So I don't know.
She hadn't put it on YouTube?
And they better not go on YouTube. But
well, she could send it to somebody to send it to somebody to send somebody and get it on YouTube, and you have no idea how I got it on there.
But
she wouldn't be
it
in
was
trouble.
a good time.
I'm surprised you got up there on stage with Second. You can't do that with Second Chance Band. They got.
You want to sing Second Chance?
They have a policy. In fact, I got a funny story. You want to hear a funny story about that?
Yeah, let's hear a funny story about
it. I think it's a great story. I won't say who it is, but Second Chance Band's got Jack Brink's got a policy. Nobody comes up and sings with the band. So they were playing at a party, and this guy was dying for his son to play with the band. And Mark McGregor, my friend, said, look, Jack's got a policy. Nobody plays with Second Chance Band. Second Chance Band's got the singers up there. They got the band they don't need anybody up there singing. This guy was persistent. What's it going to take? He starts talking money. All of a sudden he gets up to, I don't know what the figure was. So I think it was
4 songs.
Yeah, 1,000 for one song.
4.
Oh, I thought it was one song.
He sang, and he ended up singing 3 and quit after that.
I'll see.
What was funny
all the time.
The funniest thing.
It's always about the money.
Like I said, they walked up to Jack and said, "Look, Jack, he's offering this much money," and like I said, the policy for all that time was doing it. And Jack Brinkley said, "How much?" And they told him. He said, "Well, strike up the band."
That policy would run out the door. I hope he paid in cash before he sang.
Paid in cash, and that was the first year we were together. And I don't know that anybody's. Well, we've had 1 or 2 singers on stage with us, but just somebody out of the crowd we haven't.
Well, once you open to one, then everybody wants to do it.
That's one of my favorite stories. Because I've known Jack all this time. Jack sang with the Rolling Stones and everything, but that was it's just something they said. We got all these singers up here. We don't need people up here on singing. So that was the policy for a long time. Like I said, this guy was just persistent. When they got to the certain figure, and told Jack how much they were going to get paid for letting him strike up the band. Let's go.
Well, I can assure you,
it's all good.
I can assure you, I didn't give no money to get on
I'm just saying, if you come in Saturday, sing with the Second Chance Band, you better bring some cash,
major cash.
Hey, but that car club of Donald's is the Wayne County Car Cruisers, so they'll do a great job. And then, like I say, then Gina Jim's and then. Right on into Corky's and Miss Chandler, and right on over to Bob, and to Mike. And Mike is can talk about the band and about some safety. Be mindful of what's going on over there.
I'm just glad that fireworks. Now for years we always said when the fireworks start, we'd say whenever it gets dark and all that. But now I get to say whenever the band stops playing, right?
About 9:15, somewhere along the line. Mike Hargrove, the chief of police in Scriven, also with the Second Chance Band. Mike, go ahead.
As a member of Second Chance Band, we're honored to be able to play again for Scriven. We were real honored last year to be invited for the first time of the entertainment, and we look forward to it again this year. We've had a change. One of our founding members, Johnny Keefe, decided that he wanted to retire from singing this past year.
Johnny's not going to be up there.
So he gave it up. We thought that we were going to be short Mr. Jack Brinkley, and he says he's feeling better, so he's going to be on stage with us this year too. So we're blessed to have everybody there that we have. Last year we had a tragedy with one of our band members, our guitar player, Mr. Tony Cason. The day before we were to play, his mama's house caught on fire and she got burnt real bad, and he come back from Augusta from the burn center to be able to do the 4th of July celebration in Scriven, and then his mother passed the following day. So I say this in saying that all of the members of Second Chance Band are like a family. We are a family, and everybody's dedicated to what they do. And even when there's tragedy in the mix, they show up and put a show on. And that's what we're looking for this year. We're ready to do a show. We're all excited about knowing that Jack's going to be with us because we were worried he weren't. So we were going to have a couple of new backup singers, which was going to be me and Tony Cason. So maybe it's better for the crowd that Jack's back. But
Jack's back.
We're looking forward to it. What I would like to talk to a little about is safety around there. We're going to have 6 officers present that we know of right now, a couple from the sheriff's office, 2 from Scriven, and we're going to have 2 from the city of Jesup this year over there. We want everybody to be mindful and pay attention to them when they're directing them in or out of a place to park. We've been fortunate all these years, and we've only had one accident where somebody got hurt, and we want to keep it that way. We don't want any more.
That's amazing. Just one in all these years, and you're talking about the thousands of people that go there. Y'all do a great job with the traffic and safety there in Scriven.
Well, we try. We've got DOT is bringing some barrels and cones this year. We just bought a bunch of delineators, the reflective barrels, that with a safety grant through Scriven, and so we're going to do the roads kind of like we did last year. We're going to have officers at each intersection getting out and try to get everybody out in a timely manner. Just pay attention to the officers, and we will get you out. You may have to sit for a minute or two. Won't be very long. I want to commend Lieutenant Adam Pruitt. He'll be the one that's handling up all of the officers out there. I'll kind of be running all over town, making sure everything's functioning right and to get ready to play that night. So he has stepped up and he'll take care of all the law enforcement needs and the safety needs of all the people coming in town and traveling through town also. We just want it safe. Second chance will start at 7. We'll play to 9 to 9:15, probably between 9:15, 9:20, 9:25 fireworks to start. Should be about a 25-minute show, and we look for a good time this year.
And the weather forecast looks good, Mayor, so everything should be good. Like I said, don't have to worry
I
about
ain't
any
looked
rain.
at it, and I ain't going to look at it.
Well, I'm just telling you, it looks good.
I thought you was asking me.
No, I said, I've already seen the forecast. Forecast looks
I've been
good.
watching it every day, and it's been up and down, but right now it looks real good, and
looks real
yesterday
good.
it
Just
looked
a
good.
30% chance of showers. It could be cloudy at night. If it is, then the fireworks will look even better. So
That's, as long as there's no lightning,
no lightning.
the fireworks will go off as planned.
Yep.
And like I said, it's a great fireworks show. Thousands show up, not just from Wayne County. They come from Long, Appleton, all over the place. So, again, we ask all the time, where's the best place to park if you're coming in Scriven? Say you're coming from Jesup to Scriven, where would you recommend people to find places to park?
They park anywhere from the city cemetery to where the grain bins are right there in town. They park beside the railroad tracks. It really depends on what you want. You're going to be able to see them from most anywhere. Cemetery is a good location to look at them. Down the railroad tracks is a good location. Where the band will be playing and the vendors are all set up is a very good location. We've discovered last year that the way it was set up and the fireworks went off, it was a good location to sit and watch the fireworks and enjoy them.
So full day tomorrow. Saturday, but tomorrow the events get underway around. The vendor's going to be open at about 6. Is that right?
They're going to be in and set up by 6, and the
then
band,
people
the
come-
quartet will start.
So plenty of
7.
food. People come get something to eat, put their lunch here down, get ready for the gospel sing tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
That's right.
And then Saturday, full day events. Talk about all the events for the kids. You have the popular rock wall, the inflatable slides.
They got bounce houses, rock wall, face painting, inflatables.
How does that work for the kids? Do they get a wristband like they
They
did last year?
purchase a wristband like they did last year, and
What's
it's
the cost of that?
a free fall. I don't know, but best I can remember last year, it was really reasonable,
Right,
and because we talked about it, it was $5-10, something like that for the whole day.
Right.
Yeah, and those guys do a great job with that. That rock wall, as you saw, me and you talked about it for a year now. That rock wall was just.
That was, like I said, there's a line. I thought it was in Disney World.
Everybody wanted to try their skills in the rock wall.
Yeah,
Huh?
some of them were good.
Wow.
Some of them weren't.
Yeah. I'd be one of those ones that weren't.
Yeah, me too. The warehouse sales is coming over to set up, and they're going to have sparklers and poppets and little firework things that you can sell. Right, all kind of. There will be glow material. There'll be wood signs, vehicle detailing products at a booth, and spices if you want to cook. The variety is just so broad and wide that we're excited. We really want to make these guys and gals feel welcome that have come to spend their time setting up.
When I went down to Scriven in December with my 3 of my 4 grandkids with the snow and all the activities that went on there, one granddad trying to take care of 3 grandkids, and I was going nuts trying to watch all 3 of them. And just for grandparents and parents, and they go there. The place is open. It's not an enclosed area. And of course, these days you always worry about kids if they get out of your sight or something like that. Do y'all have anybody that a person go there and say, "I've lost my kid," that they can go talk to and then try to find them as quickly as possible?
Absolutely. The very first booth on Church Street will be the City of Scriven's booth. Part of it will. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I say part of it is it's actually my daughter from Connecticut flew in yesterday, and my daughter from Troy is driving home today, and they're doing the face painting with supervision of my wife. And we're going to have half of that space right there is for the City of Scriven. So my wife and Adrian will be in that booth at all times, and we're actually having a staff meeting today at 2:00. So to create a group text message to where because Mike liable to be, there ain't no telling we're in the city getting something ready. If we need to, hey Mike, where's the da-da-da, or he might say, I need an extension cord, or little boy's lost, and we can get up on the stage and we can say, hey,
and this booth will be, let's say, compared to where the stage is for second
right
chance.
in front of the stage. If you're
Right
standing on the stage singing, it'll be the first booth on the left street.
Left-hand side. Okay, you're on Church Street.
That is correct.
Possibly lost parents.
And it's a red tent.
Whatever. Okay, it's a red tent.
Yep.
All right. Just, 'cause you worry about that, because if you got one, I was going nuts with 3 kids, and one's running this way and one's running that way and this way, and in the old days you didn't have to worry about that, but these days, so it's good that y'all have something set up there so the word can get out quickly.
Yep. And I tell you weren't the only one going nuts. 3,000 others were too. That was a good thing. That was a good thing.
It's
funny because we just last month received a copy of a article that was wrote in Atlanta about Scriven pulls off Christmas miracle, and it had a picture of the picture with the little girl that I call the Hallmark picture, because that's what it looks like. And one day we'll get it patented if I can ever find out who that little girl is. And they wrote a huge full-page article in a tourism magazine about it. So, like, I say that to say where there was 3,000 last year, how many's going to show up this year, since it's
probably 3 or 4 times the snow.
Well, Mark, you mentioned Jack's going to join. John's another. Go ahead and mention the singers of the band and the band members.
The Second Chance Band that'll be performing Saturday at 7:00 this Saturday during the Independence Day celebrations in Scriven. Go ahead, Mike.
Our singers, of course, Mr. Jack Brinkley of the King David and the Slaves fame. Jack's been singing for many years, and he's kind of the father figure in the band. We have Mr. Parker Mullis, probably as talented a person as I know of that has come out of Wayne County musically. He can play a guitar as good as anybody. He plays a harmonica as good as anybody I know, and has got a voice that he can do such a wide variety of songs. You've got Earl Bailey, who is just killer on rhythm and blues and soul music. He does some real good singing. And then you've got my friend Mr. Mark McGregor. He's got a voice that a lot of people would kill for. He gets into a range that a lot of men can never get to, and does a very good job. And if you come out and listen to us, you'll hear him do Journey's song, Don't Stop Believing. And there's very few people that can pull that song off and pull it off well, and Mark's one of them that can pull off.
The other night they had the karaoke at the country club. He's working on another Journey song that he might be ready to do. I'm not sure he's ready to do it, but
he told me he did it, and I think he sang At This Moment, which is one of his favorite songs. And we did it for a while, and I think we're fixing to pull it back out of the archives and do it again. I do want to mention our musicians. I have Marion DeLoach on keyboards. Marion was from Cameron days playing keyboards. He's been playing a long time, and probably for me, he's the closest with me and the musicians. Me and Marion's been playing together about 42 years now.
Wow.
So we have a long time back.
I ain't that old.
We've got
You're
Tony,
the youngster in here.
we've got Tony Cason on guitar, and he's from Pierce County, and he's from Alibi fame. He's as good a guitar player as you'll ever run across. He's a great guitar player. I've had the privilege of playing with some good ones in several bands, one of them being Randy Willis. Mr. Tony Cason's as good as anybody there is, has got an ear for it and all. We've got Tony Brinkley on drums, he's just like clockwork. His rhythm's always there. His timing's dead on. He don't make mistakes, and that's what you look for in a band. We have Mr. Greg Archambault on bass guitar, and he's another one. He's rock solid, consistent. It don't matter what it is, he can play it. If he hadn't heard it, he can listen to it, and he can play it. Jason Melton's on trumpet. He's retired from the Air Force, and he does a lot of the military honors stuff around town. Real good trumpet player, got an ear for music, and of course myself on saxophone.
How long has Second Chance Band been together? When did it start? I can't not remember.
Well,
I remember seeing y'all perform for the first time, but I can't remember.
We played together for several years in the Wayne County Productions, and we decided we wanted to get together and just stay polished up a little bit through the year. So we figured we'd play 4 or 5, maybe 6 times a year, and we'd be all right. That was in 2004. 15 years later, we're still playing.
Wow.
And the one person I do want to mention that I didn't is Randy Reynolds from Brunswick, Georgia. He's our sound man. And not only is Randy an excellent sound man, he is another guitar player that's out of this world. But he's what makes us sound good. I tell people you can have a great sound man and you can take a mediocre band and make them sound great. But if you've got a bad sound man, he can make a great band sound horrible. Well, we have a great sound man. And he brings us out, and when people come to him and say, listen, this is too loud or I can't hear this one, he makes the adjustments, and everybody's always happy with what he does.
Just go over there and look at his soundboard and his equipment, and you'll see all that he has to keep up with all the mics, and then of course the guitars and the drums and the trumpets and the levels and the reverb. I mean, everything.
Yes.
Just a very talented band. I said, y'all played all over the place now. You know.
We've played from Tampa up to Swanee, Georgia. We've been blessed with having a good time, and we all enjoy it. And that's what Jack said the other day. He says, I feel like singing. He said, I've been blessed. He said, this is the one thing I enjoy in life. And he says, we're good at it, and we all enjoy it. And we do. We enjoy each other's company. We enjoy playing together. And we're all pretty good at it.
Helps keep you young and healthy when you have a passion like that to do something.
It was a big hit last year in Scriven. I know they're glad to have him back, right, Mayor?
Absolutely, 100%.
So, like I said, it's just going to be a great weekend, Independence Day celebration. People ask all the time, why are you doing it this weekend, not the 4th of July? Explain that for everybody.
Great question. Because the 4th falls on a Thursday this year. Well, I decided and pitched it to the council last year when it fell on a Wednesday or Tuesday, that why not do it the weekend before so our people can see it, because most people travel on the 4th because they're off. And this year, with it being on a Thursday, the 4th, they're off the 4th. Well, then almost all businesses are just saying take off. So they're definitely traveling. So it worked last year. It's amazing. As many people comes to Scriven for that event is as many that tell me when I say, hey, you going to be there? Oh, man, we always go to so-and-so for the 4th. I'm like, you ain't never seen? No, I ain't never been there in Scriven. You live here. I mean, it's bumfoundling to me, but that's the mentality, you know?
It's what to you?
Bumfoundling.
Bumfoundling.
Yeah, I made that word up yesterday.
I was wondering. Okay.
So,
Jason Weaver original there. All right.
So we,
Get his dictionary.
that's right.
If you don't know it, just make it up.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
So it worked phenomenal last year, and it's going to work phenomenal this year.
I think it's a great idea.
Next year, it ain't going to work phenomenal.
Why?
Because the 4th is on Saturday.
Yes, it's on Saturday. The 4th is on Saturday. Being leap year next year, it's going to jump up 2 days.
Just plan to have it on that Saturday next year.
Yeah, 4th is on Saturday.
There you go.
At this time, I'd like to mention the people that made this possible.
Now a word from our sponsors.
I don't know. That's a conversation that the city, I guess, will have, and I feel safe sitting here saying yes, we will have it on the 4th next.
But this year, it is this Saturday.
That's right.
That's right.
Think about it.
Yeah, and our goal is these sponsors are making this happen, and to push and to really have a big show. I mean, we're looking at, this is 112 years of Scriven this year, and 38, I think, of 36 or 38 of fireworks.
Okay.
So
Going on a long time.
Long time.
Yep.
John Royal shot the first show. So,
Right.
But I do want to mention these
Were you there in diapers
guys.
at the time?
Say
Were
again?
you there in diapers at the time? It was so long ago.
If it was 38 years ago, I was in diapers.
And folks, I'm
I'm not in diapers still.
Give it a few years now.
All right.
Go ahead.
It's funny how you always go back to what you come from, man.
Go back. Mm-hmm.
But Wayne Memorial Hospital, everyone knows they've been helping Scriven for 12 years now on that.
They stepped forward years ago when it didn't look like it was going to happen.
That's right.
And they've stepped up, and just hats off to Wayne Memorial Hospital for keeping this Wayne County tradition and Scriven tradition going.
That's right. The Board of Tourism and Republic Services, Friendly Express, Lindsey Thomas Consultant, Consolidated Pipe. These are some of our vendors we deal with in the city of Scriven. They're not even they're from Alabama, and they donate to this because they appreciate what we do, Prime South Bank, TNT Rodeo, Satilla REA, Southern Ionics, and Camors has come on big this year to help us out. Harrison Company, Chris and Kel and the guys down there. Marshland Credit Union, Omaha Credit Union, Rayonier Advanced Materials. So those are our guys that really make it happen. That really put the funding behind to make it happen. Mike and our Public Works Department are the guys that actually make it happen. And along with, our fire department, police department.
So once again, give the highlights of what's going to be happening tomorrow in Scriven and then happening Saturday in Scriven.
6 p.m. Tomorrow, Friday. Vendors will be set up. Bring your lawn chair. Get comfortable. Get ready. Heartfelt Quartet. Take the stage at 7.
Gospel singing tomorrow
Gospel
night.
Group. Sing
Along
for
with the
about an
vendors.
hour and a half. And that'll close the night. Then we'll come back Saturday morning, 10 a.m.
This Saturday, 2 days from now, folks.
We'll come back this Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Car show. Car show will go 10 to 2. Burnout competition at 3. Right on into Gina's Gyms at 5. Karate at 6. Chandler Sapp's appearance about 6:45. Second Chance Band at 7. Ending the night with the fireworks when the band finishes. 9:15, 9:30, dark 30.
All right. Mike, Jason, appreciate y'all coming this morning. Good luck on Saturday. We'll see you Friday. I'll see you there Saturday.
Butchers, we got some Independence Day signs at the end of town, some really nice ones now, both ends. And everybody, if they'll stop by and take a selfie at that sign and post it to the City of Scriven Facebook page, you're going to be entered to win a $50 gift certificate to Gopher's Restaurant in Scriven.
Now, the sign is off the road somewhere, right? It's not going to be in an unsafe spot in the park?
Oh, it's in a safe spot.
It's in a safe spot.
Yeah, you can't miss it either.
You can't miss it, okay.
Yeah, no.
Independence Day banner.
Yeah.
Take a selfie with it and send it to the Scriven.
The City of Scriven
The City of
Facebook
Scriven.
page.
Okay.
That's
All
right.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Anything else, Bob?
Yep, good to see y'all. Look forward to it.
Take care. All right, WIFO FM in Jesup, 105.5 on your FM dial. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply on Northeast Cross Street in downtown Jesup. Women's Health Center on Cherry at Broad Street in downtown Jesup. And Mike Birch Ford in Blackwood.
World famous Butch and Bob Show.